Were there really aliens in Antarctica? Were there advanced ancient civilizations lost in this icy continent? What is the truth about its vast unexplored wilderness? For scientists and many people, the Antarctic is a frozen time capsule that contains lost clues about life before destructive humans came along. So let's find out what all these mysteries are. For years, numerous people set out to unveil Antarctica's mysteries. Who wouldn't be fascinated by the secrets of the world's driest, windiest, and coldest continent? No matter how small it may seem to people, to know something extraordinary about Antarctica is impressive and no easy feat. After all, that person must have braved the unforgiving and inaccessible nature of the continent. Antarctica is one of the world's most mysterious places. It's a fascinating and challenging massive frozen landmass with secrecies waiting to be unveiled. Antarctica is shrouded in icy mysteries. It is the last great unexplored wilderness on the planet's surface. So, what is really the truth about this frozen continent? For many scientists, it is a freezing cold, dry area that contains some clues about life on Earth before humans came and ruined everything. For conspiracy theorists, it contains a lot more than just a hidden lake in a frozen land. If you search the internet, you will come across with lots of theories about its mysteries and the lost civilizations underneath it. Here we have collected some of the intriguing speculations about Antarctica. The lost city of Atlantis. People have actually spent thousands of years thinking and pondering about the existence of this great city. Though there's still no definite fact regarding the matter, new discoveries on the continent could shed some light on the possibility of ancient civilizations once thriving there. According to an American history expert, Professor Charles A. Hapgood, in a scientific theory he put forward in the 1950s, thousands of years ago, the icy tundra might have been home to a mysterious and ancient civilization. There was a theory of crustal displacement that speculates that the entire crust of the Earth shifts every 20,000 to 30,000 years, and that only 11,600 years ago, large parts of Antarctica were ice-free. Many conspirators actually believe the theory of crustal displacement. They also think that such part of the South Pole was ice-free, and it was where the lost city of Atlantis was located. Throughout the years, many satellite images of the continent have revealed some strange structures beneath the massive blocks of ice. Some UFO hunters and authors believe that such oddly shaped formations are only some of the many pieces of evidence that point to the fact that the continent was once home to an ancient civilization. The Pyramids of Antarctica. Another interesting topic you will find today about the mysteries of Antarctica are the alleged pyramids situated there that are covered by massive ice layers. Many authors believe that there are secrets in the land that are hidden from the public. Several images have come up in the last couple of years. They showed what looks like highly massive structures. In fact, many of these frozen monuments were compared to some majestic structures today, like the pyramids of Giza. Just recently, satellite imagery of Google Earth discovered a constellation of 3 snow-covered pyramids. Admittedly, researchers and scientists were taken aback, as such discovery could rewrite our entire history. There was no research that has even mentioned an Antarctica civilization in the past. So how did the pyramids get there? Naturally, many people, especially most researchers, are a bit skeptical about the discovery. However, there are still a lot of people who believe it. As a matter of fact, alien theory supporters are open about altering the history of such findings. Regardless of how many generations of people or time passes by, the pyramids remain one of the world's most fascinating structures. The mysterious forms of life. Researchers have yet again spotted a center of controversy about Antarctica. they have found some bizarre creatures on the continent. Just in 2014, it's been revealed that tiny forms of life are living in the lake that is locked under a half-mile of ice. Although this world is dark and hasn't seen sunlight or even fresh air for over 1 million years, it's still able to support over 4,000 species of different organisms. The continent's fossilized forest. Believe it or not, the Antarctic was actually once covered with towering forests. 100 million years ago, the Earth was in a massive grip of a greenhouse effect. Rainforests in the south inhabited by different dinosaurs existed in their place, and polar ice caps had already melted. Among the first people to uncover pieces of evidence of a once green Antarctic was the explorer Robert Falcon Scott. He stumbled over a variety of fossil plants at 82 degrees south on the Beardmore Glacier. His discoveries of those fossils opened up an entirely new window on the subtropical past of the continent. When you visit Antarctica's cold, frozen wasteland, it can be hard to believe that rainforests used to flourish on the continent where kilometers of thick ice blocks now exist. But many archaeological records provide undeniable evidence that climate fluctuations have happened throughout the history of the planet. Admiral Byrd's Hollow Earth Theory. One of the biggest discoveries linked with Antarctica's mysteries is the Hollow Earth Theory by Admiral Byrd. Rear Admiral Richard Byrd is an iconic figure in American history, known for his explorations of the polar extremities of the planet, particularly of the North Pole. He's widely known as a pioneer and a hero, a decorated naval officer, and explorer. There are many theories linked to his name, and one that is less widely known is the Hollow Earth Theory, which suggests that Earth is hollow and the entrances are in the North and South Poles. It is believed that during his expedition to the North Pole, Admiral Byrd discovered the entrance to the inner part of the planet, a vast hollow Earth. What do these obscure accounts say? That in that hollow Earth is the existence of Antarctica's lost civilizations. It's even more fascinating to hear that this lost civilization owns advanced UFO aircrafts. A number of books have already been written about this theory, and a secret diary credited to Byrd is said to exist, but covered and hidden by the United States government. This diary recounts Byrd's arrival at the world's polar extremities and his astounding discovery of a cavernous opening with lush valley and glistening stream amid a cold mass of land. In this recounting, it's even said that Admiral Byrd met strange men in the world below and was made their emissary to our world. He was said to have briefed the president, but was ordered to keep silence of his experience, never to speak of it again during the rest of his lifetime. Was Earth really hollow? Are there really lost civilizations living in our planet's inner core? The truth is a mystery we'd all want to know. Is it really possible that this icy continent was home to some ancient civilizations? Well, if you really think about it, it's definitely not unlikely. Historians in 1929 found an ancient map that changed the views of many on ancient civilizations as well as their capabilities. It was the Piri Reis map, which was created by one of the most popular Turkish officers using much older maps, which are believed to predate many ancient cultures. An interesting and shocking detail found on the map was that Antarctica was depicted with fascinating precision. The map appears to show Antarctica almost 300 years before it was discovered. Not only does it show Antarctica, but the continent is drawn as a landmass, as it would have appeared before it was covered with its ice cap over 6,000 years ago. As astonishing as it is, the Piri Reis map wasn't the only map that shocked the world with an ice-free depiction of the continent. Published in 1521 is the Orance Fine chart that also includes details depicting Antarctica to be free of ice. Another intriguing fact is that this map describes lakes and rivers on the continent, which satellite images of the modern world confirm to exist. But the question is, how is it possible that such charts actually exist? Another greater question that deserves a real answer is, who conducted a global survey of the planet during the time when the continent was free of ice? These just lead to numerous speculations and some more interesting theories than ever that have been a possibility in decades. Are these theories starting to blow your mind? Well, let us bring more questions to your mind with a list of what-ifs to think about. What if there were advanced ancient civilizations that have discovered what the planet looked like in the past? What if buried under those thick sheets of ice is evidence of lives and civilizations that flourished in Antarctica? What if a highly advanced civilization was living in Antarctica millions of years ago when it was covered in rainforest instead of ice? What if there are far superior species yet to be unveiled there? What if there is an entrance to UFOs and a secret alien base there? With such a mysterious place as Antarctica, the theories and speculations seem to be endless, and so are the possibilities. From the time that scientists and explorers laid their eyes on the continent, many have always wanted to know more about this mysterious frozen land. What's really underneath the ice? Or is there something under it? Although there is certainly a lot more to be realized and discovered, researchers have made significant discoveries over the decades. Another interesting fact is that scientists who have drilled into its ice and removed cores containing bubbles that froze about 1 million years ago found evidence of a link between levels of carbon dioxide in the glacial cycles and the atmosphere. These and some other discoveries have helped many to see the continent not only as an isolated wilderness or wasteland. They now recognize Antarctica as a place that has always been interconnected with the planet and has a crucial role to play in its history. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button, and if you're new, hit subscribe and the bell next to it for future notifications.